Welcome back to Carl Thomas Tech Reviews. Today, we're going to check out AI Arty Image Enhancer. Now, I have made a previous video about their video enhancer, but I thought I'd also check out what their image program can do, what the competitors like, and what features it has. So let's just jump right into it and see how good this program actually is. All right, so here you can see their website. We've got 3 different programs that they have: the image enhancer, the video enhancer, and the image matting. Now they all do different things. Obviously one upscales images, one does video, and the other one seems to be background removal tool among some other features. But today we're just checking out the image enhancer itself. So obviously one of the main features here is the denoise. You can remove noise from low light photos. Then you've got deblur, so you can make some of those blurry images a little bit crispier. And obviously it all depends on the image itself, whether it's really bad quality, how old it is. We'll go through a few different examples to see what kind of improvements we can get. Another feature they have is bringing out more detail in the skin, in the hair, and the textures. And then it can actually restore some faces with the use of AI technology. So let's check this out. It also has an inbuilt editor. So you can change the color, white balance, exposure, contrast, saturation, tone, and all those things. Let's just jump right into it. So I've preloaded a bunch of images in here. It does come with some that are already in the program to show you what it does. Now the ones I've put in is like a city, an old picture of me. And when you do click on it, it does see here, download the model. Now that can take anywhere from a couple of seconds to a minute or so. While I'm waiting for that to load, I will show you some of the features on the side. So you do have hardware acceleration, and you do have several different models to choose from. You can then choose how many times you want to upscale the image, the strength of it. We have the face restoration option, and then the coloring option where you can change the exposure, contrast, saturation, and so on and so on. Now here in the left-hand corner, you can see the previous resolution and what it is going to upscale it to. Now here we can zoom out. So this here is the original picture. Now, this is just a terrible, terrible old photo that I've got from Facebook, which compresses the quality. And here we go. As you can see, it's already bringing more. You can zoom in here. You can see right here, look at my face before, look at it now. So you can really see some enhancements, especially around the eye area. Before, the after. If you want, as I said, you can change the contrast, the highlights, and so on and so on. Now let's try a different image. So once again, I have got a terrible image here. Now, on my friend here, you can see that's made quite a difference. Now me, I was blurry to begin with. No program is going to be able to restore information that is just simply not there. But you can see, like, within the clarity of the glass, especially the glass that he's holding in his hand, there's quite a big difference there, and it's really bringing out, his eyes. All right, so here's an example of one of my favorite photos that I took of a beach in Australia. Now I have lost the original photo, and this is just something I grabbed off Facebook, and I absolutely love this photo. But what if I want to sell this photo or use this photo in the future or print it out? Because before, it's grainy, it's low quality, but as you can see here, really brings back the details. If you want to add a bit more contrast, take away the highlights, and you then have a much nicer image. And simply just press export. Boom. There we go. I'm going to try this on a cute, furry little animal here. All right, so here is a low quality image of a dog. And check this out. That is much better. Here we have one of a butterfly. See, that's really a huge difference. And a tiger. Here's another example of a nice image that I took a long time ago when I was on holiday. Before, after. Now, you know, that's something I feel like I can post, whereas before that's garbage. And you can upscale this, look, even up to 8K. Zoom out here. And really, it's as simple as that. You can batch export them, you can single export them. Tells you here what the settings are, the before, the after. You can do side-by-side comparisons. As you can see, you can change the color temperature, the tint, and then yeah, choose whether you want to use CPU, GPU. You've got the different models. So here you can see it tells you what the models are for. So this one says it's for photos. So I should try real photo on a real photo because some are for AI images. Maybe you want to upscale a logo, maybe you want to upscale a cartoon, and then some are for, as you can see, real photo. So one of the good things about this program, same thing I mentioned about their video enhancer, is when you buy this program, you can get a yearly license or just for a little bit more. And I think this is the point of this program. You can get a one-time payment lifetime license. Whereas their main competitor, Topaz, pays on a monthly or yearly fee, but you don't just have a once-off download. So that's really what makes AI Arty all that unique. You just pay for it once and off you go. It has lifetime upgrades, so you don't have to worry about it. So they will continue working on the program and it's yours forever. Okay, so just before we go, I wanted to give you one real life example of where I might be using this program. It's Christmas time coming up and I needed a present for my aunt and I knew that she loved a certain type of artwork. Now I found this image online, but as you can see, it is really low quality. Now what I have done to give you the best example possible is I have got two different quality images of the same picture. So one which is absolutely unusable, I would not print this. And then one which is slightly more usable, as you can see, but I wanted to be able to blow this up to print size, something that you could put on your wall. First of all, as you can see here, look, this is the low quality image. It is only 440 by 267. This is like something absolutely garbage. Now, as we scroll across, you can see this image now is perfectly usable, but because the image itself didn't have a lot of information at all to go off, I decided to get a slightly better quality image. And this is the better quality image here. So as you can see, some may call this grain, maybe it's just paint strokes, but I want to blow up this image to, as I say, print size. So I wanted to upscale this by 8 times, and as you can see, it's coming out crystal clear as day. And that's going to be a great example of somewhere where you might want to blow up an image for print. So once again, here is like the higher quality image version, and here is the absolutely garbage version. Now, as you can see here, with this lady, you can't even tell in this image what that is. The program will do its best to remake up that image, but she has no features in face whatsoever. It is literally just a blur, but it's still recreating a much better job. As you can see, the wheel, look, it's a little off, but going from what it was, that is a big improvement. And once again, I just found a slightly larger image, and that is just so much better. I'll be able to blow that up, print that out, and that makes a good present. There are so many different uses for applications like this, whether it be, as I said, creating a present for someone to print out, blowing up old photos, or as myself as a film creator, I'm constantly having to go through old grainy pictures to add them into documentaries as I am a documentary filmmaker. All right, I hope you found this useful. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them all. And until next time, keep on movie making.